Cinders and Ashes. I am on the island of Sodor. 6-year-old me would be so proud right now. I was a super fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. In fact, you know what? Even 30 years later, I'm still a super fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. He is really cool, and we are going to get into this. This is Wonders of Sodor. It's a brand new game just released from Dovetail Games, $39.99 on Steam, and then there's a deluxe edition for $49.99. The deluxe edition comes with James, and then a couple extra stories. I think 4 extra stories you get. We just went with the standard edition because he came with the standard edition came with everything that I loved about the game. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. Unpopular opinion, maybe, but James wasn't my favorite. In fact, I actually was a big fan of the Blue Engines, which was Thomas and Gordon and Edward, which Edward is not featured in this, I don't think so. But Diesel was. And I was a big fan of Diesel. For whatever reason. I know he was the antagonist in the stories, but I know, yeah, roll your eyes. Thomas, do you see the facial expressions? Like, he's got some facial expressions just... That is so weird. My gosh. Okay. That's just going to take some getting used to, because usually in a train simulator, I'm not... The train's not, like, winking at me or whatever. But anyway, I'm really excited to play this, and again, it's on console too. Like, I think Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation are supposed to have Wonders of Sodor as well. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a couple things. So, because Thomas is like, you know, he's the OG, he's the original, I want to start with him just because, like, I feel like it's just out of respect. And then we'll move on to a couple other things just to check out other, like, activities. You have timetables that you can play here, and those are sort of like you can just kind of play those like as is. They're different, like, activities that you can play within the game. Then there are stories which you can play out, and I believe you also just have like an explore mode where you just kind of do whatever you want. They took the island of Sodor, which apparently was a map that the creator had in his office, and it was a 3D map almost. Like, it like had the ridges and all that, like a topography map of the island of Sodor, which is a fictional island in like England, that area. And so they took this map and they 3D printed it, or not 3D printed it, but 3D scanned it, and they used that as the basis for the map in this game that we're playing now, which is super awesome. And that's just kind of going to like show the level of care they took at doing this. I'm going to kind of pan out here a little bit. That just kind of goes to show like the level that they took in making islands, or excuse me, not islands of Sodor, Wonders of Sodor. And it looks great. Like, there are a lot of cool things that you can just kind of see. Like, look, there's a hot air balloon, or from this angle, it kind of looks like a weather balloon, actually. But anyway, I think we're going to come out. I don't think we're grabbing these cars here because these are, oh, there's Annie and Clarabelle back there. Hello. Hi, friends. She does not look happy. Wow, that's actually kind of sad. Is that Annie and Claire? Yeah, that's Annie. Looks very sad. I get it. I get it. You know, times are tough. Times are tough. Thomas is apparently the only engine that is not out doing something right now. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's start moving. The controls on this, unlike Train Sim World, are a little different. They're more simplistic for the children's, and that's fine. It takes a little getting used to, especially if you're so used to playing with like actual. Can I do it from this viewpoint? Cool, that's perfect. So it takes a little getting used to when you're first playing it, because you're so used to like using like the actual train simulator controls. But it's sort of like pumping the brakes or pumping like the gas pedal on a car. That's how you drive these things. And It's all right. It's just a little, it takes a little getting used to. I'm going to try to change to like a following camera here. Okay. So I think that'll work out a little better. Can I like zoom in this way? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that too. So then we're going to, man, they got that whistle like spot on. Okay. So we're going to go this way. It says to stop and wait, right? No, it says to stop and wait right here, maybe? Now we got a signal to go. And so now we can go because the signal went down. I'm going to have to get used to these semaphore blade signals here. When they're down, that means you can go. And so we're just going to keep moving, I guess, and just follow wherever this wants us to go. It says to come up here and stop and wait, so we're going to do that. I think we're going to try to, like, couple to Annie and Clarabelle. I'm glad that the switches are being thought of, because I'm not thinking of them. We're going to go to cab view now, just because I don't think the cameras are going to like the bridge trusses and all that, so... Objective complete, and now we're going to back up. Okay, so that is exactly what I thought was going to happen. We're going to change directions here, so we have the little throttle or reverser that we have to change to reverse, and then we can just start backing up. I need to really quick, I need to figure out how I... Okay, well that didn't help me at all, so we're just going to, I guess, go with it. I was trying to like look out the window here, but I can't seem to. There we go. I guess that's how we do that then. So the arrow keys is how we look backwards there. All right, so now we're going backwards and we can pump the throttle here. We're gonna go right on up to like 15. I think that should be good. I'm assuming the switches are aligned for us again, so that one was already that way. And we are going back to couple on to Annie and Clarabelle, it looks like. So, I don't know. She was kind of sad looking, though. I don't know if maybe she doesn't want to go to work today. I know I don't. I think 21's probably like on the high end of where we want to do in a yard. Start braking a little bit, because I don't know what like the braking capacity is going to be on this. I love these green and white coaches right here. They were actually kind of my favorite in the game as well. I really want to take an express train. I want to do Annie and Clarabelle here real quick. Specifically, I want to pull Annie and Clarabelle. Let me just make sure that is clear. Okay. We're gonna couple on 1 mile an hour is perfect. We should just... This isn't like Derail Valley. Okay, what do we do? Results, yeah. Wait, so that was that? That was the game? Was just going to couple on? So, Tidmouth sheds shunt. We did it in 7... Well, it doesn't tell me what the scheduled time was, so I don't really know how well I did, but... Hey, like, I'll take it. So what do we do next? Okay, so continue playing, so we do that, or we go back into... I don't want to replay service. Load checkpoint? What does that mean? Continue playing, right? Load checkpoint free. I think load checkpoint would allow us to continue going. But I feel like that's... Right? No? Well, okay, so what do I do? Replay service, return to main menu. I want to like do that, right? And it's not letting me do that. Continue playing. Yeah, I want to keep playing. So what do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I don't want to replay service. I don't want a free roam. I want to load checkpoint, I thought. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's we're going back to the main menu. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. We're going to figure this out. So let's see. What do we do now? Info on this is the 3D map. This is sort of like a artistic version of it, I'm guessing, but this is the island of Sodor as it is. Over here, if you can see the cursor, Vickerstown is like where the connection to the mainland is. And then over here is like Tidmouth, I think, Knappford, excuse me. Knappford's on this side, Vickerstown's over here, and then there was like a Tidmouth somewhere. Tidmouth is up there. That's where we just were at. So let's see. These are like the stories from the videos from back in the day, I believe, or more from like the animated series, which I never watched. So I'm sorry. How hard is it just to like use model trains to make it? Those were such cool videos back in the day. Can we zoom in? Oh, that's cool. Okay. I like that. You can kind of see a little bit clearer what you're looking at. So we were in timetables. That was what we just did. That was Thomas. Then we have Gordon. Let's just see here. Can we do like an express train? That would be like really, really fun. Vickerstown to Knappford Express. Absolutely. Yes, I want to do this. I'm so excited. Thomas is cool. I get that there's a lot of stuff that we need to explore with that, maybe in other videos, but I really want to play the Gordon, the express train one. This seems like a super fun activity. So this is Gordon. He's a much bigger engine. We should be able to climb out. I want to climb out real quick just to kind of get a look at Gordon. What are we doing here? Why is the door like this? Why? That's a weird... That is so strange. Okay, let's take a look at Gordon. Now, Gordon in Thomas the Tank Engine was very, like, smug, and because he was, like, kind of the big guy on campus, I guess you could say, in a way. Okay, hold on. Back to the cab, I think. You have to move into these like different viewpoints. Like I feel like you have to actually be in the cab, and then you can like press these other buttons. And hello, sir. I wasn't trying to do that at all. So what does that do then? I thought that was going to help me like get out of the cab and explore. Maybe I have to do that. So yeah, because I just wanted to kind of get a look at Gordon and his coaches. So yeah, Gordon was like the big engine. He was very smug, very arrogant. And I don't know. I was a fan of Gordon for whatever reason. I think just because he was the big engine. And then, yeah, so that's really cool. I don't know how accurate these coach cars are. Like compared to Tom, they have to be, right? Like why would they? Very cool. Very cool. Okay, well, let's see what we got to do here. We need to load passengers, and to do that, I believe you press U, and when you press that unlocks the doors, but you probably have to do that from the cab. So I pressed it. Did anything happen? Okay, let me get back in the cab. We have to unlock the doors, and I was doing just that, I thought. We're back at the controls here, and then I press U, and that's supposed to do the thing. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this myself. You're supposed to be able to just come up over here and, like, open up the doors. Hello, everybody. I know, we're... More people, scoot on over. How many doors am I supposed to open here? Like, I'm just opening for, like... Because the people are standing, like, right here, right? So, they're loading. I can see the loading bar going up. Everyone's getting in. They don't look like they're getting in, but it is registering that they're there. Let me see. Right? Are they supposed to, like, get inside the train? Hey, we're behind schedule. Come on. We got places to go. I did the, I don't know, I think we're missing we're either missing a step here or something, because let's see, climbing into the seat. That's a sad looking seat for a driver to sit in. Or wait, does the driver sits over here, doesn't he? Like, this is England. The driver is usually on this side. Okay. Well, anyway. Is it Y? Okay, I press Y. I think Y closes the doors, though. Anyway. Closing that, and then we're in the seat. Stop at location, Crovan's Gate platform. So I think we can go now. All right, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. So we're in the forward position already, and then we can just come out on the right. We can come out on the throttle. There we go. And we are leaving with the Express. This is very exciting. Okay, so like I'm pumping on the throttle right now, and it's still taking a little bit of time to get up to speed. So obviously you kind of have to hold down on the W key. I don't think this is going to be a rail driver compatible game. Very nice. This is a lot of fun right now. You know what's nice about this is it's relaxing. Like, I don't feel... A lot of the games are so technical that you're doing a lot of things, and it almost starts to feel like work, but not in this. Like, we're doing a great job just... How fast can we go? Oh, it tells us how fast we can go. We can get up to where maybe that needle is. Because it doesn't tell me what the speed limit is, as far as I know. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if I like these big signs that keep telling me to go. I wonder if I can get rid of those. Let's see. Display? Player assist? HUD? Objective marker, stop marker, scenario marker, the next speed marker. Okay, so we can change that. I gotta figure out though what ones I don't want. Next signal. Disabled junction derail. Maybe we'll take that off. I just really want like the objective marker, I guess. I don't really care about the other ones. So I'm going to turn those off. Track monitor on. Display safety. System helper. Yeah, that's fine. Camera motion sway on. That's fine. Head out. Yeah, we'll go ahead with that. We'll apply that for now. I think that should be good. Let's go back to the game. There we go. I think that's better. Some weird loading issues going on, but that's probably just my computer. So as long as the signals are down, that means we can pass them. And when they're like horizontal, that means that we have to... We're slowing down. That means that we have to stop. That's like a red signal. Coming up to a tunnel right here. Is this Henry's tunnel? Is this Henry's tunnel? Let's see. I think there was a map that you can look at. Yeah, you can see a map right here. That's kind of cool. We're not too far, actually, from the end of this. We're going to jump back into the cab, just because cameras do weird things when you go through tunnels in train games. So we're going to be in the cab for this, going through the tunnel. It's so hard to see out of the window here. Woo! Oh, that's kind of cool. Can't see much at all right now. It's really kind of glitchy in here, actually, to be honest. A little glitchy. Pitch black. My gosh. Oh, here we go. We were going around a curve. I didn't know we were going around a curve. I'm like, is this tunnel going to end? Okay, wow. Oh, wrong view. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I don't know if we're passing that properly or not. I'm just going to assume that we were passing, because it's not what we've been seeing, which is like they're all horizontal, but they're also showing like a green paddle, so I don't know. 2 miles, well, actually closer to 3 miles away right now. We're doing just fine. He don't seem too happy. He's a little unamused right now. Mr. Gordon is. You know, I've noticed the curves are like super elevated here. That's kind of cool. Because if I remember correctly, that was like a kind of a feature in the videos back in the day. It was like the super elevated curves. They've got that in this. I don't know if I like the whistle on Gordon. I don't know if I like how the whistle works on this, because it's just kind of like you press it and it just kind of does whatever. I like having control of the whistle as best as possible. Do we have the other coaches still following behind us? They are. That's so cool. Look at how they're bouncing up and down. Wow. Very cool. This is actually really... It's cooler than I thought it would be. Oh, I gotta get that motion sensor, but just the level of detail. We've got about 1 mile to go, and we're doing 50, so we're definitely gonna start slowing down a little bit here, but hello, cows. I'm having a blast right now. Oh, is that another train coming? Oh, that's cool. Who do we have? Who do we have coming by? Oh, it's the guy I don't know. There's another one that he came out in the later series. That's cool. So we pass other trains as well. All right, yeah, we're definitely having some issues with that. We're going to be slowing down too, so easing up on the... So I think these red blades, these red semaphore signals, they're like the absolute ones, and then the white ones are more permissive, so you could still pass them maybe, but anyway. I think we're good. I can't tell. I don't know what these, I guess I need to learn what the signals are. And yeah, I know that keeps doing that weird thing, but I can't really control that. We're coming up to the station now at Crovan's Gate. Let me get back to the cab here real quick. Okay, whoa, we're really going over here. It's on this side. I thought the platform was going to be on the other side for some reason. Okay. Slowing down. Feathering the brake. All right, and that'll do right there somewhere, right? No, 15 more yards. I guess it must be in relation to me. All right. So now we gotta let the people on, which when I did this before, it didn't work, but we'll see. Okay, so it's Y. You press Y to load the passengers. That's my bad. I thought it was you. Okay, I'm really impressed with this game so far. I wish it wasn't glitching out, but that's got to be a me problem, not a... Oh, the doors are open on this side. Why are they... I guess in case you have to make a fast exit? I don't know. Okay, we can lock the doors now, so back to... Is that you? That's you to lock the door, or... It's just, you for some reason seems like... Yeah, Gordon agrees. You seems like it should be unlock. But anyway, we did that right, so... Do I press U now? Okay, no, that opens the doors again. Closing the doors. Okay, objective complete. Kellersthorpe is where we're going to next. So we can depart from here, from this point. And we will go ahead and do just that. This is so cool. This is actually a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Okay, and it looks like we can do 50, maybe a little less than 50 through here, so... It's just, it's really cool, and like this, like the nostalgia part of this is, the nostalgia part of this is really hitting me right now, but then just also the level of detail, because it's Train Sim World. Let's see if the camera doesn't like that, see? Because it's Train Sim World is, you know, you're getting that extra level of detail in the game, but it's also simplistic too. So like when I heard that they were coming out with a Thomas the Tank Engine game, I was thinking to myself, like, you're doing Train Sim World, which like kids are not going to understand like all the controls and all that. If you're going to do it prototypically and be technical and all that, like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a game that's going to be marketed or like kid friendly, but this is absolute. There's literally, you just got to learn a couple buttons, which is great. Even for someone like me who I feel like I need simple controls, because make this too complicated. And then, all right, let's see. So when you back off the throttle, then when you do that, you start losing speed. So you have to like hold down the button. I wonder if there's a setting that will allow me just to kind of slide it back and forth, because that would probably get a little bit old. That's cool. That's so cool. Let's get back in the cab. They're telling me I can do 90. I just... Can I even make it go that fast? I mean, I guess I shouldn't, because I got to start slowing down, actually. Because we're coming up to Kellersthorpe Station, so... I need to start actually bringing it down, because we're almost like a half mile away. So that'll be helpful. I'm really not understanding these signals. So the yellow ones, if I understand correctly, they must be like a distant type signal. And then like the white ones, I don't know if that's like the back side and I'm just looking at it the wrong way. But then you got these red ones, which I think are like the absolute, or like the home signal. I don't know my like British train signals, but we're making out just fine so far, so. Let's see, all right. Are we behind schedule? We might be a little bit behind schedule right now. All right, can we just right here? We want to go right. Cool. And then, okay, so passengers can get off the train, but I didn't see anyone get on the train. Let's see. I want to go down over here. It is very cool, and they get on and off pretty quick, which is great. Let's go ahead and close those doors if we can. Perfect. And then we can move on out. Where are we going next? Maran. Okay. Here we go. Wrong key. There we go. Or maybe not. He doesn't seem to want to go forward. Okay. Set the reverser? The reverser was already set. I'm sorry, but it was. Because I checked that. That was the first thing that I checked. Where is the reverser on this? There we go. Okay, that was weird. It was like maybe it... I set the reverser to forward. And we're not going anywhere. This is a problem. Because I want to go forward and I can't. And I'm already in the seat, right? So I should just be able to go. What about that? No? Nothing. Well, what happened? Okay. I was able to go that way, but I can't go forward for some reason. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what that was about. I have zero clue what that was about, but we're doing it now. We're okay. We're making it. There we go. Gordon looks a little annoyed right now. I'm annoyed too, buddy. I don't know what that was. So, let's see. Here's a great question. In the Thomas the Tank Engine universe, did the trains drive themselves, or did they require someone to drive them for them? Because it just, there's sometimes when you're watching when you were watching the videos, it seemed like they had a lot of like say in where they went. So like, what exactly were the drivers doing? And the thing that like, you would just think like, if you're the manager of the railroad and the trains are being like, you know, they're not listening to you and like sort of like opposing what you want to do with them, that you chop their faces off. You'd be like, no, we're done with that. But yeah, I don't know. There's just some of those like thoughts that just are intrusive. Just some intrusive thoughts. All right, we're going to Maran, whatever that is, and it's in 5 miles, so we can really stretch ourselves out here and maybe try to make it up to 90. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm digging that. Whoa, I don't like how the camera does that. Now, if you watch one of the recent videos I did on Derail Valley, you'll know, like, I struggled with a steam engine in Derail Valley very recently, where you have to basically be the fireman and the driver. So this is sort of relaxing to be able to just kind of run a steam engine without having to worry about all the extra thingies that go along with it. That's so cool. Come on, man. Let's get up to... I want to do 90. I think we've maxed out at about 75. If my computer can handle it, I don't know, man. This is... What we got going on over here? Is this like a lake? Oh, it's a bridge? Oh, that's cool. Very nice. So I think maybe the Express actually like takes you across the map. All the way from like Vickerstown to Knappford. You should be able to like go the entire like length of the line there, I think. Oh, he's happy now. Man. It's like you got a second wind about him. Yeah. This is really cool. Now I'm really like leaning on the throttle. Really leaning on the throttle right now. And fast. Whoa. That said fast on the signal. I don't know if I'm supposed to go that fast through here. I also really don't know. Yeah, I guess I should slow down. There's a speed change or something up here, maybe. Now, at least it's not like Derail Valley where it's you go down, you have speed changes and all that, like that happen really fast. But I think I feel like I need to slow down on this. So we're the express train. That's why we're passing all these other stations right here, because the express just kind of bypasses all those and just does its own thing. That might be what right there. That's the view. That's the great thing about being the express is you don't have to worry about the all the station stops. It's a big bridge right here. My gosh. Oh, it wants me to go closer. I was trying to like pan out so we could actually see the bridge, but it doesn't want me to do that. So there's another big bridge right here. So let's see if we can we come off a little bit, and it doesn't want me to do that either, it seems. That's really cool though. Wow. Ooh, I was probably supposed to stop here. Oh gosh. That's fine. I think we'll be okay. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. It's going to be sort of a grandstand stop here at the station. Yeah, that's fine. We have it. I was like, I think we're about to pass the station through here at Marin. Of course, I still might. Let's see how much I can slow this thing down. Okay, all right. We're doing... No, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. All right, I might have overshot that. No, it accepted it. Okay, cool. Acceptable. I will gladly take the slap on the wrist for overshooting the station. You can see like the reflection, you can see the movement of the passengers on the side of Gordon right here on his tender. Like, that's really cool how they've got that. That's like the level of detail that you're getting in Train Sim World. So 2 more miles to Wellsworth. The big bridge. Man, look at that. Stone arch bridges. That is impressive. I wonder how like long we can go before it doesn't want us to be like far away from our train anymore. I'm curious to know how that works. Like, can I speed up that way? Yeah, I can speed up that way. Can I do it with, okay, cool. So like I could follow him along the tracks even if I wanted to. This is a grade too though, so I think we kind of have to pay attention to that. He's going to need help up this grade. If I remember my Thomas the Tank Engine lore, I do believe that Gordon stalled out on a grade one time, so that might be here. Is this, what do they call it? Did they call that Gordon's Hill? I don't know where we're at right now, but I feel like this reminds me of Gordon's Hill, because there is quite a, let's see, this is quite a grade it looks to be. And I can feel it, because even as I'm like pushing on the throttle right now, we're still losing speed, so we're definitely climbing a grade. Yeah, that was a hill. Look at that. We just crested it, and I wonder if we're going downhill now. Yeah, so now we're going downhill, and now that we're going downhill, we're actually picking up speed without even pushing on the throttle at all. So this is probably where you have to like kind of put your brake on a little bit. Even though we can do 90, so that would be fantastic if we can get up to 90. Maybe I should take advantage of the fact that we are on the hill to try to pick up speed. See if I can do it. No, I guess not, because that station's coming up on me really quick. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that, apparently. Okay. Whoa! Oh my goodness, what did I just do? What was that? I wasn't expecting the switch to go that way. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I load a checkpoint? Did I have a checkpoint? Where do I restart? he launched? That was not realistic. What is this? Wellsworth? Okay, I don't know. Where were we at? This is Wellsworth, and that's the destination. Is that what platform is this here? This is Wellsworth to that's Wellsworth. And then we're going to we're at Marin, we got to go to Wellsworth, which is here, and then after that, so the checkpoint took us back a little ways. After that, where are we going? Knappford. We're not actually too far from the end of this, so we'll keep playing this out until we get to the end of the activity. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I think we just go. We're just gonna go. I don't know what that was. Like, he just flew into the air. Like, of all the things I was expecting to happen if a train wreck occurred, that was not on the list. Okay, well, I think we got to climb Gordon's Hill again, so we're going to do that. He's annoyed too. He's like, what were you doing? What were you even doing there? Yeah, so, and then it's like right at the top of this hill is where that next station is, so we have to like slow down for it, because we definitely were not. All right, let's try Wellsworth again. Do all the way up the hill. Come on. Yeah, like, I think Gordon, like, got stopped on the hill because he couldn't pull the train. It might have been a freight train, actually. I feel like they had freight trains, and those were the ones that always gave him trouble or whatever. With, the troublesome cars, which were, like, the little, like, coal gondolas that would give them, like, they would always want to play games, and you would have, like, the couplers would break, and then they'd start rolling down the hill and all that. But I think there was one where Gordon couldn't pull the train up the hill, and then he needed like help or whatever, and like his ego was a little bruised over it. I might be completely like misremembering these things, but let's see. Okay, so we're doing 50. We're a mile away. We're starting to go downgrade now, and we have to really pay attention to what we're doing here. So maybe we can figure out what signal we had, and then just remember that signal for the future, that, you know, we have to slow this thing down. Yeah, you really have to hold on to this, actually, because I'm like at 50 right now. So this is like the approach signal, and it seems like it's horizontal. Yeah, so we need to really slow this thing down. We're doing 40, and we probably shouldn't do that so we don't blast ourselves into the sky again. Okay. Let's see, is there anything? Nope. I don't know what that signal meant. It said slow down. So, I mean, it said slow down. I just didn't read it. I wasn't expecting, like, I'm the express train. I just stay on the straight track, don't I? Okay, we're just crossing over to the other track here because these are like double slip crossovers. Yeah, so you just like do that. That's what we were going to do, but it looked like we were like heading right towards the turntable there. I don't know if this is going to be close enough. We're going to go a little bit further. I can't tell if that'll be accepted. Cool. Just got to open up all the doors again. I can also do this in first person mode. So like I like can just climb down and then just hop onto the platform, and then I can just walk around. The passengers are already loaded in here. Hi guys, are you enjoying your ride so far? Yeah, I know that we went right into the sky a few minutes ago, but you know, thank you for flying Sodor Airlines, I guess. Okay, back into the cab, I suppose, to do this. You have to like be in the cab in order to like control a lot of these things. So now we can start moving again. All right, so here we go. We're gonna pull out of the station. I pressed the wrong button. I got to get back into the cab here, and we have to set the reverser into the proper direction for forward, and then we can press W to start moving. There we go. Okay, so now we're on our way to Knappford. So this is it. Knappford is like the final stop on this. It's a really like crazy looking signal post. Like it comes up and then it's got three like prongs on it at the top. I'm really loving the like super elevated curves. That is really cool. Okay. Are those sheep? Sheep or cows? What is it? I think those are cows, actually. They're too big to be sheep. But I mean, I guess what do I know? It's England. The sheep can be huge out there. 3 miles away. So, like, the travel distance isn't that bad, actually. Like, it's not like overly like a long haul. Like, you're not spending an hour running the train. So that's kind of nice too, because my attention span, like a child's attention span, let alone mine, is not going to handle that. Now, let's see, the signal's down, so I think that means we're good. I don't know what the speed limit is through here. But we've been doing good so far, so I'm not gonna stress too much at the end, but we just need to know that we're coming into like a terminal, because like Knappford's a big station, a big yard, so we're gonna have to like maybe go a little bit slower coming into there. Man. This is just so cool. Like, I'm going to spend a lot of time on this game. I, there's just so many cool things in this. It's very, what's the word? Like immersive. I just wish that whistle I could control a little bit more, like, smoothly. I think that's just always been an issue with a lot of the train simulator games, is just getting that sound just right, and like TRS got it perfect, but none of the other ones really have. Which, and like, if you like really want to get down to it, like when you're driving like a train simulator, what is the thing? Like, what is the most synonymous thing with driving a train that like anyone will tell you? It's blowing the whistle. So I feel like that is something that you have to get right. Oh, into the tunnel again for this weird tunnel thing. It's super dark. We probably need to slow down a lot, actually, because I feel like we're coming to Knappford and it's going to be, I don't even know where I'm at right now. Whoa. Okay, because I just feel like coming into Knappford we're going to be, okay, we're going to need to slow down a little bit. Like, we're 1 mile out. Hello, cows. Going by another crossing. Do these crossings, like, function? I don't think they do. We've got some pigs. Okay, so a yellow blade means usually something is coming up. And I'm gonna take that warning. Coming up to this big bridge here, too. What's going on here? I think that might be the ocean over there. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Oh my gosh. That's cool looking. Wow. I love that. I love that. We're going to slow down because I'm just not too sure what we're coming up to up here. And I got rid of all of those like heads up things, those markers, because I really just, I don't want, it was kind of taking away from the view of everything, and I wanted to get rid of those. But I still need something to kind of know where I'm at, because this is like, I'm just starting. So what is this? These signs tell you stuff. Oh, platform something. It was it told me what platform I was going to. Oh, there's a plane. That's cool. Wow. And we're here in Knappford. This is the end of the line, if I understand correctly. And then like beyond Knappford is like a little yard. I have to say, I don't remember if Knappford actually like looked like this in real life, or not in real life, because it, you know, obviously it's a fictional place, but I can't remember if Knappford was actually a like looked like this in the video series, like the OG video series. I never watched the animated one, so I don't know. I don't even remember seeing the movies. I don't think I've ever seen the movies either. And we've got to be here now, right there. Yep, stop. Get all those doors open. So then, I don't know, what do we do after this? Because it hasn't really, I kind of was expecting that to be like, you know, congratulations, you did it. But it wasn't quite that way. It's like, maybe we're doing one more thing here. Oh, man. I'm closing the doors one more time. Objective complete. Okay, that's it. So we did it. What's the score here? Total 82, 62. Okay, that's the score to beat. Try to beat that score. Probably will be super easy, but that was playing the Express. That was something I just was really excited to do. I feel a lot of gratification from that. I feel very gratified. All right, let's do one more thing just to top this off. I want to go into, let's see. Do timetables? Is that it? No, I don't. No, it is timetables. And I want to play Diesel, and I want to find something to do with Diesel, because Diesel was one of my favorites. Let's do... We've been there. We haven't been to the quarry. Let's do the quarry real quick. Yeah, I want to do the quarry, then what? Play. It's kind of hard to see the play button. Okay. This is cool. Man, so, oh, that's a pretty good view, actually. All right, so this is Diesel. Let's get an outside view of Diesel. One of my favorites. And I think one of the reasons why he was one of my favorites is because he was the most recognizable to me as a kid. He has a long nose. Look at that nose. Oh, my goodness. That is a... wow. Okay. That would hurt if you bumped into it. Look at the, like, his nose to buffer, like, length right there is pretty close. Like, his nose is just bumping into whatever. Like, if these buffers weren't here, his nose is just completely breaking. That has to hurt if you do that the wrong way. Oh my gosh. But anyway, he was the most recognizable to me, I think, as a kid, because I grew up around, like, the Norfolk Southern and seeing the Norfolk Southern diesels, which were black as well. So for me, like, he resonated with me. But anyway, I can climb out too. Let me see. I can open this door, which looks just like a door on any, like, house. It's like just a house door. And then you can just climb down, which you don't really get the option to, like, do a climb down like you do in the other TSWs. So, oh, and I'm walking really fast, actually. I want to slow walk this. That's really cool. Wow. Can we blow his horn? Maybe not from out here, we can't. Okay, so can you climb up on him? Nope, can't climb that way, but we can go... We can climb up this way and then close the doors. All right, so I can sit back in the seat. There must be, like... You must be able to control this from both ends, or both sides. I wonder what this blue thing does. So I did also my understanding is they also modeled these cabs based on the old video series. So let's see. Let's do the horn. Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm sold. We have to go up to that point there, so we will do that. All we have to do is set the direction, which is forward. And then that's kind of cool. The like the exhaust coming out of the sides doesn't look very realistic, but oh, there's the troublesome cars right there. That must be where we're heading. What are we doing here, though? We got to go up to this. And slow down right there. Yes. Why did we do that, though? What was the point of... We're not loading, like, that's stone or whatever. Oh, they want us to keep going? Okay, so we keep going. All right, let me get back to the cab real quick. I just want to get, like, the outside view right here. This is a really good view to see what's going on. This is a switching activity, too, so we're probably going to have to pay attention to where our switches are leading us. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? We're just coming up to this point here. And then I think we just keep passing Yeah, so we're just going to keep going by this. Coming around the corner, we'll blow the horn. Now what? Wants us to go back? No, I failed the objective somehow. What did I fail to do? Couple to configuration, 2 vehicles. Well, okay, we can do that though. We can still couple onto those vehicles. What are we, let's see, are we lined up for that? It looks like we're lined up for that. Whoa. I don't know why the objective failed. Okay, maybe it was just a glitch. All right, here we go. It's kind of cool. Did you see like how the suspension worked? Like he kind of did like a little bit of a wave. Wow, that's cool. All right, we're coupled up and then we take them back. So, oh, we got to change directions. Nope, I did that wrong. Here we go. There we go. Now we take these 2 cars up. To the, I'm guessing we're taking them over to the loader. Nope, taking them right here. I overshot that for sure, but it took it, so that's great. So then what? Then what are we doing? I don't know. Let me go into like the free roam. So you had me come all the way out here to go and tie onto those 2 cars? Why would I come all the way out to tie onto those 2? If that was what I was going to do, I had to just pull clear of the switches and that would have been good. We actually got to be forward for this move. Okay. There we are. Okay. So, going back and... I don't know if I even lined those switches up. Maybe it did it for me because it had to have done it for me. I'm trying to get closer. Okay. They are very, very heavy, or the brakes aren't very good. Okay, so then we go to the loading shunt 1. Let's hop back to the cab. We can look out this window right here because we have that ability on this, and we need to change directions, so we're in reverse. We're really rocking and rolling, huh? So we got 4 of these, I guess you'd call them wagons here, like not carriages, but wagons. And we're taking it back up to the loader. Oh, man, that's weird. Okay, so we come up here. So just all that's kind of weird. Whoa, there's a lot of slack on that. And then we stop. Okay, so now they're loaded. All right, I think we're going to end it here just because this was just supposed to be sort of like a sample of like what we can actually see in the game. Oh, that's cool. We can kind of open the window up on this. I like this game a whole lot, and I am going to have a whole lot of fun playing it. And we're going to do some more videos on this, absolutely, for sure. Can I climb up here? I can't climb up there. I just wanted to kind of like move around and see what's going on here. So I think that's going to do it for this video, but definitely check this out. This is absolutely worth it, even if you are an adult, especially if you're a kid. But if you're an adult, you're still going to love this, especially if you were into Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid like I was. And yeah, so I think we're going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.